G'day, it's Robbie here from Mensley Coins. I apologise about the poor video quality and also the poor quality of my beard and moustache. Both of these things will be rectified and fixed in the upcoming months, I assure you. So, today I wanted to talk about the secondary market. These are people who sell coins who don't run it as a business, they're not registered, and how they can sort of cause real issues for new collectors and sort of how you can mitigate your exposure to those risks. Um, Basically, secondary coin market works, or secondary coin dealers, they work by speculation. So the Royal Australia Mint or Perth Mint or whomever will release a coin, and these secondary market dealers will say, well, history tells us this coin's likely to appreciate in value or it's lower mintage or whatever, and they will buy it en masse and hoard it. This creates an artificial scarcity in the market, which increases prices. So they'll then wait for that to happen and then they'll sell it on, thus making a profit. That's very different to how a registered business like ours works, or a coin dealer like us works. We get products at below recommended retail price and then sell it for recommended retail price, and therein lies our margin. So it's a different mode of operating. Great example of the dangers of the secondary coin dealers, in my opinion, is with the $2 commemorative RAM rolls. They are notorious for buying them in bulk, hoarding them, creating an artificial scarcity, and then cashing in when newer collectors go, oh, this looks like it's really popular and this looks like a great investment. Look at the price, it's already gone up from $100 at release to $300 now. Wow, what's it going to do in 5 years or 10 years? And they'll use that as a selling tactic. And then they'll sell it. These greatly inflated prices making a killing in terms of profit. What that does is it gets new collectors. It doesn't get experienced collectors. Experienced collectors know how it all works. They know that you get in early and get them at release, or you wait until the coins are found in circulation, and then the prices will go down and it's a better time to buy. So the reality is with RAM rolls, for example, there were 15,000 in the last release, the Honeybee roll. There's not an issue of supply. 15,000 is a huge release. It's an issue of artificial scarcity. It takes advantage of newer collectors who don't understand things like mint reports, coin production. Basically, the mint report will say this coin, the 2020 World War II coin is a great example of this. The mint report, people will refer to and say, oh, look, it's a very low mintage coin. Well, if I was a betting person, I'd put good money down that there'll be more World War II $2 coins in this year's mint report. I think their number will be updated. And these unscrupulous secondary market sellers will say, oh, well, look at the mint report. It's a very low number. Well, that's just taking advantage of people who don't have expertise in deciphering mint reports. I'm very confident the number will be increased. And so the people who end up, unfortunately, getting taken advantage of are the new collectors. And it's a real issue in my mind. I think if you're a new collector, there are some things you can do to mitigate your exposure to sort of getting taken advantage of. And those are things like making a relationship with a coin dealer. I know coin dealers might not have the greatest reputation in some people's eyes, but a coin dealer wants to make a lifelong customer out of you. They're running a business. They want you to come back month after month, year after year, and they want you to enjoy your hobby. It's in their self-interest for you to become a long-term customer. They can give you advice. The other thing is there are Facebook groups where you can ask questions and learn. Some of them are quite good. You would have to do your own research on that. But there's certainly places where you can ask questions and learn more about coin collecting and that type of thing. And thirdly, coins comes down a lot to common sense. If a coin is a rarity or likely to increase greatly in value or be a special coin, it's unlikely that someone will be able to sell you 10 or 20 rolls of them, each containing 25 coins. There has been no example of a rolled coin that hasn't been found in circulation. eventually. So there's plenty out there. Typically, there's about 2 million. So don't let somebody say, look, this year's different. It never is, or hasn't been yet. Don't, and this happens every year. So be sensible. And lastly, make relationships with a coin dealer, because coin dealers have them. And then you can say, someone like me, Rob, put me down for 2 rolls, and I'll say, you're down for 2 rolls. And then you can get them at every release, and it can be a standing order. So there's plenty of ways to get around it. But yes, just be sensible, ask questions, try to learn. There's plenty of ways out there, but just be sensible who you buy from. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time.